Good morning, curling fans. It's Championship Sunday here at the Barrie Curling Club, Everest Curling Club Canadian Championships, and we are down to 4 men's teams and 4 ladies teams. All of these teams have earned themselves 2 games, but there's only really 2 games they want to play in. This one is the semifinal, and the next one is the gold medal final. The losers of all 4 of these games will play in the bronze medal match this afternoon. The winners will play for a Canadian Championship. I'm Brent Lang. I'll bring you all the action as best I can this morning. I think I will be joined by a former champion at some point during this draw, but he is notoriously late, so we'll see if he arrives. But we've got our feature game here, Team Quebec. My first look up close at the team from Quebec, and then the young guns from Manitoba. So should be a good one. Last night will be hard to top. Lots of back and forth action and drama and some crazy finishes last night. So we'll see if Championship Sunday can live up to the bill, but we're underway here. I don't know why they had to draw for hammer, but it looked like they drew for hammer, even though round robin record should still carry through, and one of these teams is undefeated in the playoffs and one is not. But I don't know. Don't try and figure out the rules, just try and figure out how to make them work.
Okay, lower curl.
It's overcurled a little bit, but speed was good. Got a center guard from Team Quebec to start, and I like it. So the other semi-final on the men's side is a Battle of Ontario. Northern Ontario with a, we'll call it a surprising win last night. Down 3 coming home and somehow managed to get 4. And Ontario still rolling. I believe they're undefeated, won every game, and they had to draw for hammer, which if that was me, that would piss me off, but it's not. I'm not out there, so.
Doesn't need to curl. You're good.
Then on the ladies' side, the 2 semifinals, we've got Manitoba versus Nova Scotia, and PEI versus, speaking of Houdini and magic wins, that Quebec ladies win last night was unexpected, we'll say. So a good come around for Graham Norman, lead on Team Manitoba, and let's see if they can make the freeze, I believe was the call. Dave Olstorn here, lead for Team Quebec. Team Quebec escaped with a victory last night. They were, this one's going by, see if they can get it buried if it's heavy enough. Not sure it's heavy enough. But they took on Team Alberta last night. Dream start, took 5 in the first. And had to make a double to win 9-8 in the last end. So like I said, lots of drama last night, lots of excitement. Early chance here for Manitoba to hit in lie 2. Don't want to hear hard early in this spot. Does curl, but Jack Hickaway doing a great job of holding this thing. Goes to a spot where there probably is a double. I'll do my best to translate the French, but my best is not going to be very good. Just a disclaimer. So I heard double. There is a double here. If you get by about a half rock, need some speed here though to kick it out the side. Maxandre Caron.
Yep. Yes! Hard Dave. Hard Dave! Hard Dave. Hard Dave.
This is getting pretty thin. Too thin, and squirts through and out the back door. I think you'll see Manitoba just draw open side here. I don't know if they have much option.
No. It's okay. We're here.
I'd say out here maybe 14.5. Or do you think it's going to be the same speed? Okay.
Just trying to decide what the speed is here. Been here all week. The ice has been fantastic. Still have heard 0 complaints about the ice, which curlers are good complainers. I'm in that group, so I can say that. But it's been hard to complain about the ice this week.
Really curling.
It's got to go.
Okay, go ahead. Hard.
Curling early, running out of rings. I'd be shocked if this one ends up in the paint.
Okay, go ahead. Curl a bit. Okay.
So Joshua Harding just pulled the string on that one a little bit, but a usable corner guard. Sweepers were not surprised there, diving in right out of his hand. So a chance for Max Andre hit to hit in lie one. Maybe even roll under the guard. Don't think he's going to roll under the guard. Needs to stick around in the rings, which he will. Manitoba could just ignore this, and I'd love to see it and just go around that corner guard. Give Josh a chance to make up for a miss on his first and a path that he just threw, but nothing wrong with this call. This keeps the blank alive. The Manitoba tuck. It doesn't get any more Manitoba tuck than Josh Harding's slide here. Hurts just watching it. This one's going to roll somewhere towards the middle. Don't want to be back button buried here. It's a good shot. Rolls open. There's no way that Quebec's going to freeze there.
Yeah. Just roll it out lower than wide with the down.
Grab the broom.
So Skip Stefan actually throws third stones. Says he feels like Glenn Howard out there. He's in his 50s. The rest of the guys are in their 30s. Well, that worked for Glenn. And Rich and Wayne, thank you for thinking the rest of the guys were in their 30s. Wayne always said we were the same age, called it our age, and now I feel the same age. Once you get over 40, it's all the same. Picked it up right out of his hand, but this is close to getting the roll underneath. Actually overswept it a little bit, but a good shot there. And
Get well on there.
Zach's thinking, let's roll away. The roll under the guard would be right on the tee line. And if Quebec made a freeze, it would really shrink the scoring area. So rolling away here, keep the blank alive, and maybe get a bit of a mistake. Unlikely, but.
Whoa! Close! Whoa! Close! Yep!
Want to stick around. Don't want to give Quebec the free come around. This is curling though.
Hard! Roll! Go! Yep, right over.
It's a good shot. Doesn't get buried, but rolls behind the tee line. Any kind of roll anywhere by Quebec is going to be chaseable now. Stéphane is a railway supervisor at the Port of Montreal. His partner Joël Sabrin is here. Joël, a long-time successful curler out of Quebec. Stéphane says he started curling because of Brad Jacobs. We got to aim higher than that, Stéphane, but I'm glad you started curling. Oh, this is super tight. Gonna kill it, but roll out, I think. Stéphane grew a beard like Brad at the 2016 Brier as a joke. Told his team he'll shave it when Brad loses, which almost never happens in the round robin. But then unfortunately for that team, you know, the playoffs roll around and they didn't have quite the same record. I think Gushu would have made him shave his beard in the semifinal, or maybe the 1-2 game actually, and then we beat them in the semi. So free come around here, Team Manitoba. A chance for a deuce. Want to get this one buried in front of the tee line.
I love line. Dodge his rock, Phil. Stay close, Graham. Graham. Easy. Go. Hard.
Needs to curl a little bit, but this looks pretty good. Well managed. Not dead buried, but got it in there pretty good. Lots of great sweeping teams in this event, but I'm going to give Manitoba the Sweeping Team of the Week award. I'm not authorized, but I'm doing it anyway. So bumper weight.
On peut la faire plus fancy aussi si ça vous tente.
No, I didn't get any of that. Sorry, folks. But last rock thrower here, Pierre Lanoux. Plays a bunch of mixed doubles. I've seen Pierre around. He's been at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Championship and made some big shots, including about a 6-foot double last night to close out a game against Alberta that probably felt like they were letting slip. This looks pretty tight.
Whoa!
Pierre's not too concerned. He's sliding off to the side, not even watching. He's going to remove it, but is he going to stay? It looks pretty hard. Good shot. Not easy to dig that one out, but just a little bit heavy, and going to give Zach Wasylik here a free look at a come around. If this one's made good, Quebec may just ignore it and go around the center, but that center's pretty high.
A little heavier here than draw the button.
Yeah, just to the wings, I think it's a little heavier.
Okay.
So a good question and good communication from Team Manitoba.
If possible, just a little bit higher than Jack's. Just dead tucks. I gave it a little bit extra. Stay close for line. Line's good. Yeah. Whoa. Line's good. Line's good.
Sounds like they like it.
Wrist good. Wrist perfect. Wrist perfect. Whoa. Close, Graham. Go ahead. Go ahead. Hard. Yeah. Hard. Yeah. Hard.
That one's lost, folks. That's pretty much where you'd walk it down to. Almost impossible to freeze for shot. It's gone. You can't chase it.
Prêt à jouer le clip? Es-tu prêt à jouer le clip?
I don't see anything over there. You can see just well thrown, well managed, and this one ends up dead lost. I'm right behind the sheet, and they're going to play this on the wide side, which is possible, but yikes. I'd like to see them play the come around here maybe and at least make Zach and Team Manitoba chase for two, but this is possible. Wrecking the guard probably doesn't chip it in the ring, so not a huge risk, but
Reste proche, Dave.
Control.
Whoa! Dave! Rush! Whoa!
this looks good.
Dave!
What a great shot to start the game. We're going to have a blank end in the first. Manitoba front end recognizing a great shot, telling Pierre good shot. And we're going to have a blank here. Made this look kind of easy, but trust me when I say it was not. So we're going to put double zeros on the board here, and Manitoba will take the hammer to the second end. We'll be back with the second end action after this.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Welcome back, and a great start to the game, really, for both sides. Manitoba played pretty much a perfect end, and Pierre Lanoux just said, no deuce for you. I'm going to chase this one that's dead buried. Even Brent up in the booth said you can't get this one, so I'm going to prove him wrong for the 96th time this week. But we're in for a good one here. There's a reason that these 8 teams are out on the ice. These are the 8 best teams this week. They all know what's on the line. Well, that's not entirely true, because Everest usually has some surprises up their sleeve for winners. But they do all know what they need to do to win the Canadian Championship now. It was double knockout in the qualification round to this point. If you want to win the title, it is not double knockout anymore. Got to win 2 today. And whoever does that will be the Canadian champion. So right next door in the men's game, didn't see how it happened, but Ontario forced to a single against the Northern Ontario fellas. Ladies game, PEI, excuse me, PEI is forced to 1, which has not happened a lot this week. They've scored a lot of points. But the Quebec ladies forced PEI to 1, and then in the other ladies semi, Nova Scotia, that looks like a steal of 2 in the first end against Manitoba. And again, I don't know why they would have to draw for Hammer. Nova Scotia should have had Hammer in that game. Similar start to last end. Center guard. Graham makes a good come around. Decent come around by Team Quebec lead Dave Olstorn, but pretty open here. So Graham can chase this, roll to the wing, lie too early. Got caught in that little bit of a straight spot. Yeah, you can hear Zach say, good throw, Graham. Looks good the whole way, but just doesn't finish the same in that spot. So I'm sure Max is a good guy, but he says Mark Kennedy's his curling role model. We won't hold that against him too much. I think he could do better, but I'm just kidding. Mark's pretty good at curling. Trying to get this one to curl. The speed's good, but I think they'd have better luck with the other turn getting it buried. It's just a little bit more curl off the board side, off the bar side. But it gets it a piece buried, and
yeah, that's all you need.
Yeah,
That's probably where you want to hit it.
That's a good conversation. It's fast here, so we don't have to overthrow it. Need to nail the weight here. Just hack. The guys will be able to hold this one pretty good. If it's heavy, though, it will track. This one he's got really curling.
Whoa! Curl! 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 Roll it for a corner, over a bit.
It's a pretty good result if that red one, even if it does stay, but I think Josh maybe overthought that one a little bit. I get what he's doing there. It's a straight spot. I don't want to be too aggressive on release, but did the opposite and hooked it, so. Stefan, yeah, do you like the guard or the takeout? Hard to leave that yellow one there. If it was right in front of the red shot rock, I like the guard, but I think Stefan's on the right track here. Hit and roll, broom side, lie 2.
Yep. Yep. Hardy.
This one's curling too, and this could be trouble.
Hard.
You can hear that. I don't know what to do, he says. That's unfortunate there. A big break for Manitoba, and now Max is just saying a little light, or what kind of happened there? You can see they're trying to hold this one straight, and that's 2 in a row there. That's a straighter spot, but
Throw hack. Same weight.
Yeah.
well, they're going to hit this one.
Same way.
Worried probably about the hit and roll under if they just go around the corner guard. So. did it again by the sounds of it. A little tight here. Asking Graham to pick him up. Are they going to trade favors? Uh-oh. That is an A+ sweep.
What a great sweep. Now, Steph. Steph.
So Josh not super happy with himself there, but Graham's looking for some oxygen. Right out of the hand, end to end, back to back. That yellow one, the shooter there is in a really good spot though. I mean, I know this one's wide open and a chance to hit and roll under, but corner guard and a tight center guard, both your color if you're Manitoba, so still an opportunity here. If you're Quebec, you do want to roll under, you got to risk it. Stefan's going to try and throw this, probably like a hack or board weight.
Easy. Solid control. Yep.
Sounds like they said control. That's a lot of weight.
Max.
Got to curl.
Tight. On roule ici. Roule ici. Continue. Go.
That's fine.
Okay, here we go. Oh, board probably.
A little bit of a overthrow, I would say, but hit and stayed, and now Manitoba with a chance to hit and flip under the guard. Hack weight.
Like a decent hack, I think. Stay close, guys. It shouldn't move very much.
So expecting this one to curl. It will curl, but I don't think it'll go nuts. We've seen a lot of... Ooh, that's a little bit tight on release. This one will curl with that kind of throw. Great result. Rolls pretty buried, maybe showing a little on the outside, but another big sweep using the horses. I think yeah, you can see how that one's pretty much dead buried. I think they called the freeze here. I don't think they have much option. So Team Manitoba was at the 2022 Everest Canadian Club Championships, and they didn't steamroll through the round robin, but they didn't have too much trouble and then came up flat in the playoffs. So looking for redemption today.
Yep.
It's getting tight.
Yep.
A little bit heavy, they say, but got to get it by the guard. By the guard, can they carve it? They're going to bump this into the open at least. Pretty good.
Okay, here we go. Maybe.
I think they were just playing the freeze and ended up a little heavy, but gets by the guard pretty tight. At least chips the yellow one open. And now Manitoba can't nose this. They will leave a pretty makeable double if they nose it. So I'm not sure which way they decided to roll. Either way, they're going to be behind the tee line, so probably want to roll to the wide side behind the corner.
Whoa, close. Whoa, curl. Whoa, straight. Whoa. Pretty good.
It's pretty good. Didn't want to roll dead buried, as you can hear by the reaction. Leave the freeze, but it doubles real hard. Stefan looked like he's motioning to play that double, but that's crazy thin.
Est-ce qu'on la sort? Tu peux la sortir effectivement avec un hack. Puis si on chip le guard, on peut peut-être même rouler là. Ouais, moi j'étais ici pour toi. Puis j'étais backline, ouais, t'étais backline. Donc on se coupe deux brosses, on arrive sur le nez. Tu y vas pour la hack? Ouais.
So I heard back line, I think, and that's ice. That's not the freeze ice, so hack even.
On va juste se friser.
Front end likes the freeze.
Okay, juste le freeze. On a besoin.
We need more ice, yeah. That's closer. The trickiest part about the freeze is that rock's not totally buried, so I think this has to be pretty precise. But here we go. Pierre's not screwing around. He's already out of the hack and out turn freeze.
Wait, t'es où? T'es où le weight?
They think it's heavy.
Attends. Wait, Dave. Peux-tu attendre?
Trying to get Dave to carve this one
Dave.
over. They're still a little bit heavy. Don't want to bounce on this line.
Like back 8 center line.
And just a shade heavy. Had the line. If that's a couple feet lighter, that will curl right to where they want it. But instead, Manitoba, chance to hit and lie 3.
The in's a little weirder on this one, isn't it?
I think this is an out-turn shot.
A lot of room.
Yeah, probably.
A lot of room.
What, here?
Trying to figure out what turn to play here. Want to hit and roll to the center away from the corner guard.
Board? Okay, yeah, right there.
Thick half, Zach?
Yeah.
So they do end up with the out turn. I think it just looks a lot more natural. You can see that from that view. Throwing the in turn, the guard's in your eye, and no need to do that.
Yeah.
They have thrown this, so.
All right, you got it.
Gotta go.
This one's tight. This could be trouble.
Hard. Keep going. Gotta go.
Need to get it by their top yellow.
Okay.
Not exactly what they called, but I'm going to say that worked out pretty good. They were trying to hit and roll to the center line, but got that one a little tight. The fellas held it, and the nice part is they bumped that other yellow over, so kind of they did leave a pocket, but I would think this is a freeze to give up 2. Draw one pretty much anywhere in the 8 foot over there, piece buried. And they could be drawing one right there. That would be really good, but it's drawn to kind of an inch. Anything in here, and it won't be removable, but Manitoba will have a draw for 2. I think Quebec at this point would be pretty happy to give up 2. Throwing a freeze against 3 right now. If this is a big mistake, 4 is too many to give up to these guys. Line's good. Yeah, they are just trying to play the draw in there and give up 2.
Max, un petit peu, Max.
Did he get shot rock?
What, back line?
Shot right now?
I don't think. I don't know.
I'm worried.
I think you're playing it either way, though.
Hard to say. I think Red might be shot. There is a shot for 4, but it's tough. Back line.
Right there.
Pump this one right through the hole.
Like back line?
Back line.
Okay. Okay, back line.
Yeah, like they're listening.
Okay, big shot.
There.
Hit the rock.
Yeah. I think I got it started just inside the line.
2 if you just touch it.
That
So
should be
it's,
close.
yeah, pretty good still.
Good back line.
Can you hear the front end guys saying it's 2 if we just touch it? So the
How much are you throwing?
Back line.
miss here is probably heavy.
I think I'm playing this regardless.
Yeah, I think so too.
For sure you're playing this regardless. You can see it from this angle. If they just kind of tap it anywhere close to, I mean, nose, a hair high. Here we go, big shot early in this game. That one's tight. Gonna lean on these brushers again, and this is big trouble, I think. Oh, Zach's hanging his head. Can they do it? Can they chip and roll in the rings?
Go, go, go! Gotta be full eight. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going, go, 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 go.
Oh, that is fortunate. That one definitely counts.
Oh, man.
Zach disappointed in himself there. Got the weight right, but he
This one's good.
Okay, one for sure. That's gone, yeah.
just tight right out of his hand, and I'm we've had about 27 measures on this sheet, so let's do it again.
It was close.
Measure. Nice sweep. Nice sweep, boys.
That was a great sweep. Zach didn't give that one much of a chance out of his hand.
Basically, like I should have known. Like I knew the second I threw it, I'm like, yeah, this looks tighter than I want to be, but it's on the broom.
Well, that's not good. If it's tighter than you want it to be and it's on the broom.
For now, it's 1 red. Yeah.
I know I was thinking about where the
measuring.
board waiter was gonna.
Yeah, one yellow. Sorry.
Oh, you got
They
one.
always want to know what they're measuring for. I guess
Sorry about that.
I don't even have a guess as to why that matters at all.
No, it's fine.
Sure.
I wonder if it changes which one they measure first, which again doesn't matter at all. So just right around the 3. And it is red, so it's only 1 for Manitoba, and a big break for Team Quebec. We'll be back with the third end action right after this.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Welcome back to the action here at the Barrie Curling Club, Everest Curling Club Championships. Canadian titles on the line today, and a big break there for Team Quebec. Team Manitoba with a shot for 4. And Zach Wasylik just a little tight out of his hand, and he was first to admit that, although it sounded like after he let it go, he decided he didn't like where the broom was, so a little too late for that. But in any event, it's a score of 1 for Manitoba. Quebec will have the hammer here in the third end. In a well-played game for the most part so far. Updates for you. Team Quebec takes 3 on Team PEI in the ladies, one of the ladies semifinals, and they're playing the third end, Team PEI with the hammer. I'll give you an update. Oh, Team Ontario steals 2 in the second end. So up 3-0 in the Battle of Ontario. Northern Ontario down 3 with the hammer, playing the third end. Played a super tough double when the smoke settled. Ontario was lying 2. And then the other ladies game, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, they are just hanging the score now. And they're doing it extremely slowly, so let's get back to our game. It's actually a steal of 1 for Nova Scotia. They're up 3-0 on Manitoba. Manitoba ladies will have the hammer in the third end. So you're up to date. Dave Olsorn here trying to freeze on the yellow, but even if they could bump this a little bit like a rock, free up the back one, get this. Shooter is the key here. I want this to stay on the yellow, maybe even a little bit on the inside of it. This looks good. I think they should be sweeping this.
Nice.
That's a good shot.
Nice shot, Dave.
Manitoba just going to freeze another one in there.
15-5 for top 8.
Advantage Quebec right now with the angles.
I think we gotta go a little.
Okay, we're a bit light, Zach.
Okay, line's fine.
We're gonna have to.
Only if you need to.
We're gonna have to.
You got room.
Top 12 only. Top 12. Straight.
Line's good. Line's good. Straight. Straight.
Okay, you.
Go ahead.
Just top 12. Gotta go.
Sounding like it's a little light. Line's getting good though.
Keep going.
Pretty good. Good shot.
Okay, good spot. Good sweep, guys.
Mais vous ça ici?
Same shot on the other side. Freeze one in there. Not a lot of danger on the outturn side if you're Team Quebec.
Ça peut être bon.
This rock here is never going anywhere on that side, pretty much no matter what happens. So can they get another one in position on the other side?
Ligne est bonne. De la place.
No, Dave.
De la place. On est light.
A little bit of room here, they think, but this is going to curl.
Dave, tout le long, c'est light. La ligne est belle là. C'est juste deux. Hard, Dave. C'est juste deux. Ah, OK.
Just a 2, so just lighter than they wanted, and this is going to be a guard.
OK.
And now I think you'll see Manitoba try and race in there.
There's something right above the Everest.
Top 4.
Above the Everest up there.
There's a lot of Everest. Can you be more specific? The logo is everywhere, as it should be. Title sponsor of the event, and
Top 4, Josh. 15-3.
15-3.
Yeah, probably something like that.
Pretty fast.
It's a little more.
Look pretty
Close.
good.
Top 4. It's top 4.
Close. Yeah.
Line only. Yep.
Yeah. Hard line.
Whoa. Deep.
Whoa.
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 Line looks good here, trying to freeze on the red one.
Whoa, line's good.
We're close to the hand.
Yeah. Hard line.
Finally, I'm not alone in the booth here. We got a former champion here. The only guy to ever win a Canadian championship wearing sunglasses in curling, I think. We got Greg Balsden, 2022, I think, right? That's the right year? Canadian club champion?
Yes, sir.
Right on. Welcome to the show, Ballsy.
Glad to be here.
We're doing this game, though. Don't watch your boys on Ontario, Northern Ontario. We're doing Manitoba, Quebec, okay?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right.
Yeah.
So are you eligible to play? You were eligible. How come you're not? Did you get cut?
Yep.
Let's get right to it.
Let's get right to it. I did not get cut.
Of course not.
I work at the cricket club and do the ice there now. And Monday nights is their men's league.
Okay.
Our men's league. So
you're working for a living.
So I'm working on Monday nights now, which is our Monday nights at Richmond Hill. So I couldn't play, but they got not a bad replacement.
That's the only guy they could find, eh? Ryan looks exactly, pretty much like he did 25 years ago and making lots of shots as always.
Right. Yeah. They didn't do too bad replacing me.
Yeah, I don't think they've lost yet this week, but doesn't matter now. Everybody's in the same boat.
Absolutely.
So Quebec makes the double peel, but leaves the center guard, and it was looking like all Quebec early, but now it's looking like a good chance, maybe even for a steal for Manitoba if they can freeze bump in there. So you would have played these Manitoba guys, or they were there in at West Edmonton Mall, but did you play them?
We did not play them.
Yeah, they didn't get to you, eh?
No, they were in the other pool, and they had a tough time in the double knockout.
Yeah, they didn't play well in the playoffs. I remember that. Yeah, kind of ran out of steam, came out flat, and.
But the Ontario guys played them first game this week.
Yeah, I talked to Jordan after the game, and he said these guys are good.
Absolutely. We thought we were going to play them
well,
years ago.
I was there only for a couple days. I forget I had to go off to maybe another event or something, but I remember watching and thinking these guys are going to be there at the end, and unfortunately for them, they weren't. But they are this week, so I think Quebec going to throw a guard here. Is that what they're calling?
Too early to say guarding for your life.
A little bit. Could play something on this one. kind of bumped that other yellow, or sorry, the other red one in there.
Yeah.
But their shot rock is surrounded. I don't think it's too early to say guarding for your life, but I think it might be too early to guard for your life. Did you watch any of the games last night, Greg? There was some wild action at the Barrie Curling Club last night.
Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, wow. Well, you missed a comeback from 7-1 down.
Wow.
You missed a up 3 coming home, give up 4 to lose. And you missed a 5 in the first and make a 6-foot double to win 9-8 in the 8th end. It was madness.
Wow. I'm sorry I missed it.
Right? Well, I'm sure you can catch the stream somewhere. It's on YouTube, Curling Canada's YouTube channel. I would expect you to study up.
I will be watching those games after this.
So the guard is made. Manitoba just going to continue to surround this shot rock, and
We're heavy.
if they
another one in there.
Yeah, if they ever get it out,
Very heavy. That's 12.
this isn't going to be helpful if the guys are right, which they usually are.
Curl. That's 12. Curl.
Really gotta go, Josh. Hard, Josh.
No, you're not touching anything.
Tough one there. Jack just threw that one too hard.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay.
And Quebec's still unsure what to do here. You can see the red one. Shot rock, but lonely. They're trying to, I guess maybe later they can draw here for 2.
Absolutely. But that's not an easy draw.
That's not a shot I want any part of.
Right.
I think they'd be happy to get 1 here. They know that they're a big shot away from being in big trouble.
Absolutely. So drawing the side of the button for 2 would not be bad at this point.
No, they would take that. I think that's what the best they can hope for at this point. This rock actually needs to get pretty buried, or else it could be used by Manitoba. It's plenty light, so that's probably a good thing.
It's not a bad thing, I don't think.
It's almost there. Yeah. Go right there.
Same thing, loaded up again for Manitoba.
Or even wider, like just set it up to run it in there.
Right. Anything. Let me see if I can figure this thing out. Even if it was there.
Speed should be decent here, Zach.
Then that one can be run in there later. Quebec would have to continue to guard for their lives.
I agree.
This is when negotiation should be a part of curling. Quebec could say, I'll take 1 if you'll give it to me right now.
Top 4, like the top bottom one.
I'm not sure Manitoba would agree, though.
We're lined up to it. I'm happy.
So anywhere on this path, even like out here, and Quebec's going to have no choice but to guard it. And if they make any mistake, and if Zach gets to run that in there, they almost won't have a shot.
Okay, line's good. Go ahead.
I think you just play the triple run on the right-hand side.
Right.
As we're looking at it.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if you saw the end of the second end, Greg, but Zach had a tough tap for 4 and just got it tight right out of his hand. And so guarding the draw here, I think that takes away the draw for 2. And now both teams might agree to just give Quebec 1. But yeah, he got it tight out of his hand, wrecked on the corner guard and rolled in for shot. Fortunate to get 1, but it was a makeable shot for 4. Just going to draw in there, and maybe the old Nicolas Sedin spinner.
Yeah, right.
Throw perfect T-line with like 25 rotations and watch it come into here and then just finish straight across.
Yeah, right.
They've got too much time on their hands, don't they, to figure that out?
I think.
I'm just trying to figure out how to throw 2 turns, let alone more spin, less spin. Come on.
This seems like it's curling lots. He's going to have to get this out there.
It is curling lots. The ice has been fantastic, but I don't think it's this fantastic. I don't think this can get in there for second shot, but.
Oh, he's really spun that one.
He's trying it. He is trying the spinner. This just proves he watches TV when curling's on. If the weight is right, watch this one when it comes to a stop. It will go dead sideways. It's a little heavy though. The spinners go forever, but it's not far off.
Vas-y, Max! Vas-y,
Oh,
Max!
this is close.
Okay.
You can see it going straight sideways at the end, and
I think that was a great shot.
what an effort. You can look at how overburied that is. You can't see it on your screen at the moment, but
You could try this too.
and that got by the guard by a foot.
Got a piece of it.
So that was possible. Hell of an effort.
Even if you end up slicing this, Zach.
Oh, really badly. Like that red's a little on the inside of the ball. I
Oh,
kind of like
I-
trying to chip it.
I'm not sure much can good come from this side.
I don't see a ton of good either. He's thinking a spinner of his own, or what is he? I'm not sure what he's playing here.
No, I think he's playing this. The run. Oh.
He's gonna play this straight back. This,
Slide corner guard.
We guard. We've lost.
that red one in the middle, it looks like it could easily do some damage.
What are you guarding?
The one on the left.
Oh, he's guarding. Okay.
Half on the red.
Okay, so he's not crazy.
I think
We're good.
that's pretty easily
Yeah,
there.
I think he's essentially throwing a corner guard here.
Yeah, something up
to
here somewhere to,
block.
I don't know, guard
something
this
there.
super spinner again, or the double tap, or
I think he might be able to come around and tap that. I don't know.
Easy.
To the side of the button.
maybe, yeah.
2, 3. Where?
It's really overbearing.
Whoa.
This is gonna take it away.
Good.
I think this is when you say thank you for
See, they
one and
could have saved us time if the negotiation was a part of the game.
right.
He's gonna try another spinner here. He's feeling hot, I think.
Parce que même si je touche la deux,
Gonna try and prove the first one wasn't a fluke.
D'après moi, c'est le même pas que tu viens de lancer avec ta plus light du ball-là, mais si tu mets le même poids avec la
How's your French,
plus de
Greg?
poignée, juste pour qu'elle finisse plus à la fin.
Very poor.
Okay, same.
Very poor.
I think he said, watch this, fellas. I'm gonna throw another spinner, and this one I'm gonna make it perfect. Trying to draw
On a une chance?
like here, but there's no way that a normal throw will get there, so I think he does have to throw another spinner.
On va essayer d'y aller plus
Just have it come sideways at
Si
the
on
end.
passe la
Yeah.
deux, là, d'après moi, aux 4 pieds, on va couper.
Ouais, exact. Bon, là, qu'elle grip plus un peu, d'après moi.
Ouais.
Il y a juste plus
Je vais
de
essayer
poignée.
juste de vous faire, de faire une Shannon. Là,
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
Ah, ouais.
Juste pour qu'elle finisse
Crank-la un
vraiment
peu plus, tu
fort.
vas bien par-dessus. Crank-la par-dessus toi, ça va avoir-
Quebec lying one, last shot here, second end. In what has been a bit of a crazy end. Team with the hammer here. Quebec's been guarding for their lives kind of the whole time.
C'était- c'était-
Clean là, Max.
Not
Clean.
as much handle as the last one.
Oh, he's got lots. He can work the ball both ways. He's got the snipe hook and the soft draw. This one looks heavy. The guys don't look super excited about this. I think we're going to have a 1-1 tie here. This one's going to slide through the 4-foot, and one for Quebec, and we got a 1-1 tie. We'll be back with the fourth end action right after this.
OK.
I love that curling is a team sport, that we're able to travel the world with friends and family and experience the journey with fans as well. The sport demands so much, whether it's fine motor skills or both physically and mentally taxing. And it's just a fun social sport that you're able to kind of make an extended family all over the world.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget the brooms. Come on. Okay, well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Semifinals. We are here on Championship Sunday. I'm Brent Lang, joined by 2022 Canadian Club champion Greg Balls, and he just showed me his bling. like I said, Everest goes above and beyond. He's got his championship ring on, and it is way nicer than any Briar ring I have, wherever those are. I think I lost one of them, but anyway. But yeah, Everest does everything 110%. And we'll see what they have in store for the winners this week. I mean, it's an honor, obviously, to wear your provincial colors. But the champions last year got an added bonus and got to wear the Team Canada colors, Ballsy, at the Everest North American Curling Championship. I'm not sure if you saw that on TSN or CBS Sports, but it was wild.
I saw that, and sorry we missed it by a year.
Right?
It's easy earlier.
Probably saw that on TV and went down and said, I still got curling shoes. I still feel pretty good. Maybe I should do it again. Updates across the sheets here. Team PEI ladies with a deuce back to tie the game against Quebec. Quebec tied 3-3 with the hammer in the fourth. The other two games are a little bit slow this end. Still action in the third end in both of those.
Ontario just stole one to go up 4-0.
You don't want to get down 4 to those guys. They're still rolling, have been all week. You know those guys better than most. But Northern Ontario in a bit of a hole. But that is the team last night that against New Brunswick were down 3, playing 8, and had an open hit for 4. So don't count those guys out, but not looking good at the moment. On our sheet, pretty standard start. Good center guard, good corner guard, good come around. Now we see the freeze. See if Graham can lock this one right on the nose of Shot Rock.
Line's good. Line's good. Room. Yeah. Whoa,
looks pretty good.
Line's good. Wait on lead. Line's good. Talk more.
These guys don't miss a ton. I don't know if they play in men's in Manitoba, but I would think they'd be a team that would probably make provincials.
Shot, Graham.
There we go. Really nice, Graham.
Good shot.
Nice shot there.
Do you know all the different, what are the rules in Ontario, Greg? Do you know the rules in terms of what allows you to play in this, or what, even better, what doesn't allow you to play in this? What are the rules that would say, Greg, you're too experienced, or you've done X, Y, or Z that you can't play in this club playdowns?
So if you make the playoffs at men's provincials,
okay,
any part of the team, you're not eligible to play the next year.
Okay, so it is similar to Saskatchewan, but Saskatchewan, Aaron Schutra, who's the skip of the Saski team this week, was the second on a team that made a tiebreaker at the Tankard in Saskatchewan last year. He said if they won that game, he was not eligible for 5 years.
I'm actually, as soon as I said 1 year, I'm not sure of the number.
Might be a couple years.
It could be more.
So, but it is up to each provincial association, right?
I think so.
Okay. Because yeah, I've heard a couple of different rules, and obviously, like the guys from Nunavut, a couple of them have been to a few Briars, and they come to the seniors, and they're professional Canadian Championship players. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
That's a lot of holidays, though. They take about 4 weeks a year. So trying to get to the nose here. Like that. I was going to say that looked hard. I would have played that lighter, but that's why I'm up here. Yeah, it was easy. Made it look easy.
Yeah.
Manitoba lies 2 with the hammer, and Quebec needs a run back here.
Forced to play the run back.
Really no option.
Out.
Play the out turn across the face. Really comes down to the thrower on these. Whatever you see, whatever turn you're going to make.
Yep. Whoa.
Yes.
Yep.
This is real close.
Yep.
Finishing up. Should make some noise. Oh, yeah. Just like that.
Pitch, Max.
Not bad. A couple of decent shots in a row there from the fellas, and those are the front end players. This isn't supposed to be the Briar balls. This is supposed to be the clubs, but
Hey, maybe normal.
Some good curling out here.
it has been all week. We've had some awesome games. We've had a few blowouts. We had somebody tweet at me last night, how come all the games on your sheet are a blowout? That was when it was 7-1, and Quebec had the 1, and Quebec won 8-7. So it was a blowout for a little while.
Yep.
Until it wasn't.
Exactly.
But still a pretty good setup here for Manitoba. The 2 corner guards could just draw around those corner guards. probably just trying to nose it here, maybe thinking the blank is okay, or going to wait for third stones to come around. We'll see. If I'm Quebec, I want to roll this right into the 4-foot. Oh, he's getting real cocky. He wants to roll it all the way across the rings behind the guards. I'd just be worried if they knows this, that they're going to come around. But he can see all of this guy here, so even if there is a come around made, that's Quebec's stone, so he will have a run back to get anything behind that guard. So Manitoba ladies on the board with a single in the third. Nova Scotia up 3-1 with the hammer playing 4.
Alright, Max! Alright! Gros roule! Tout seul roule!
Okay.
Go, go, go!
How's this end going?
Good shot.
I don't. That's a great shot, called and made. I just don't think it's that good of a result. I think if Manitoba makes this come around, now there's something to jam it on back there. But somebody's going to score this end more than likely.
Definitely takes the blank out of play.
More than likely, yeah. Every time I say definitely, it doesn't work out, but.
I like it. We're there for now.
But we'll see. See if Jack can get one in there. Even any piece buried in front of the tee line, and it will be difficult to remove.
Really running. Really got to curl.
Got to curl, Graham. Hard, Graham.
Needs to be in front of the tee. Starting to curl now. Just even a little bit buried with where that red rolled to.
Go ahead. Go, go, go. Just go, 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 go. Get in there.
I'd say that's pretty good. Like, how do you get rid of that?
Half buried. Down a tap at a foot, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's probably the.
Get weight.
Just stay line.
I don't think it's. You can see about, I don't know, a big half of it, but most times this one's just going to go on that one. So they're just going to come down and bump it back, keep the shooter in a good spot, and big shot for Stefan here. Stefan's curling idol's Brad Jacobs, but I'm sure he's a better guy than that.
On you! Right.
Line looks good. Don't want to oversweep this. Need this to be.
C'est à Dave!
Needs to curl a bit.
Faut que ça count!
He looks good.
Freeze, no tap! Freeze!
Freeze, no tap. Want to freeze it so that it passes by the back one. Got the line good enough, I think. So
Probably dislodging it a bit.
how do we deal with this, Manitoba's wondering. So you can see this angle lined up past this back one is the real key. I think you might want to guard here. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Is that top 12?
Yeah, top 12 tight.
I think if you're going to guard it, though, don't you want this probably up on the Everest logo? Because if this is top 12 mostly open, it's going to leave a pretty makeable run back to lie 2 or 3.
Weight's good. 3. We're
Also
still there
think
for
that
now.
it might be, yeah, a little bit early to
Top 12,
be
baby.
Running.
Top 12.
Guarding it up.
guarding it up.
Worked last time for Quebec, kind of. Oh, this is quite heavy.
Straight.
Good, sir.
Drawn to lie
Take
2.
it back now.
Whoa,
Can't go. It's got to sit.
Curl,
It's got to sit to stay second.
Curl, go, 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 go.
That's dirty pool, but
Okay.
pretty good for now. Is Quebec going to freeze in there?
Quebec can freeze one in there. It's going nowhere.
Yeah, that's the best shot, but it's also the riskiest. You draw one right in here, and Manitoba's in big trouble. Doesn't feel right playing a freeze with no center guard when you don't have the hammer, though, does it?
No.
And the other team's lying too, but the other shot is, yeah, what they're saying. You could come down and just bump, remove this, and stay kind of lined up there. Nothing wrong with that call either. What do you like, Greg?
Well, I like the freeze if you feel good about it, but
The best shot,
tap
isn't it?
is good if you can remove that yellow and stay front without leaving an easy double
Right.
front.
Yeah, a lot of times you're going to make this and roll over here somewhere. This one's going to come back here, and you're just going to leave a crotch double. But you're right, the draw is the best shot, but you don't want to talk your skip into that shot. You want him or her to say, I love the draw, and you're like, me too.
Absolutely.
Doesn't sound like that's the case here.
No, this is a good shot. Nice hack to board.
Bump. Yep.
Pierre sounded confused when they said bump.
Whoa. Flush, Max. Whoa. Dave.
This one's got a curl.
Hi, Dave.
Don't think they're going to get to the nose. Not sure they're even going to stay. Will it kill the yellow? Yellow hangs on, but there's enough reds in there that that's not really going to matter. So Zach's going to have to make a really precise draw here.
Can't bounce this off at all. No. It's either that, Zach, or you can play something like that. Isn't bad either. Yeah, we're going to get him like. I like
it's tough to draw one in their second shot and not leave a double back for Quebec.
Exactly. It's like most times when you're, what Greg's saying, you freeze in there, and if you're not second,
I think that's right for me.
then all of a sudden Quebec can come down and just bump this back and roll over here, and they're lying 2. That would be bad. So kind of got to.
Corner of the red.
Yeah.
I think like 115.
If the yellow comes to your own yellow, you can leave an easy double. That is the shot.
Real hard to get the weight right, but
this is everybody thinks this is a shooting game, but this is, if I'm sweeping, I'm like, damn, I hate these ones. We can't screw this up at all. Weight needs to be perfect. Line also needs to be very good.
Well, it's okay.
If it's made perfect, you could get 3.
Yeah, it will be very difficult to remove either one.
Top 4. Easy.
Line's good.
Wait's really close. Wait's really close.
No bounce at all.
Wait's
really good. Close. Yep. Straight.
Hard to get
A lot of pressure on the sweepers now. This line's perfect.
Nothing at all. No bounce at all.
But you got to be there too. Got to be there too. It's not second shot, but that's in a really good spot.
Did we get freeze?
That was an inch away from being one absolutely perfect.
But now they can play the freeze without too much risk. I mean, you need to be in the forefoot because that yellow is very accessible now to remove that. But a great shot there, but that's what we were talking about. That's how hard it was. They threw it kind of perfect, swept it pretty much perfect, and they're not second shot. So Quebec now, can they come up with the goods and draw one right there? And if they do, they're probably going to steal a point here.
Manitoba will have the side of the button, the pinhole to draw to.
Ligne est bonne. La place. Ah non, Adelaide. Adelaide.
Oh, tons of room. I mean, the way this end is gone, I don't think anybody's really missed. This one looks wide and heavy, though, and I think Manitoba's catching a break here.
Yep.
Oh, Wait's perfect.
Yep.
Got a curl.
Just didn't quite get the line.
Really? Jeez, can you ever get them both?
Yeah.
Oh, now we're getting greedy. Who's saying get them both?
Just in the inside a little?
Maybe a little less.
I don't see anything good there.
Like a back line.
This is just a back 8-foot kind of shot.
Sorry, my bad.
And a chance for 2.
Yeah, that should be going. I had you here for the draw.
Yeah, so maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's just playing it for 2.
Inch low, Zach.
Just playing it for 2. I don't see the shot they're thinking of for 3. I think
they were hoping to get to the inside of that yellow exactly.
Maybe go there, but that doesn't really line up right.
And it can't
happen. Expect it to run a little bit.
Yeah, the guard's in the way also. So other than that, though, yeah, no, that's just not quite lined up right. So back line, get across the face here. Big shot, Zach Wasylik, last stone of the 4th end. As long as this isn't overthrown, the guys will be able to manipulate this one pretty good. This needs to curl.
It's like about hack weight.
Yeah, it's heavy. That's too much weight. And another missed opportunity for Manitoba, but they'll take a 2-1 lead into the break here. We'll be back with the 5th end action after this break.
much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on. What else? What do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one whistle, please.
You make moments like these possible.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
We sort of talked about the prerequisites to get in. You can't be on a current team that's doing the circuit, but there's still a lot of high-level curlers. Can you give us a sense of just how good the competition is at an event like this?
Yeah, I mean, I've done probably 5 or 6 draws this year, and then the last couple of years we've done it, and every province is responsible for making their rules. So certain provinces, depending on what they decide, but a good example is Team Saskatchewan. Aaron Schuter's the skip, and if he had won that tiebreaker at the Tankard last year, he would have been banned from this event for 5 years. Whereas the Nunavut guys, they've all been to multiple Briars. You look over New Brunswick, Jeff Lacey, Peter Case. I mean, I've played them in a handful of Briars. So it depends. It goes province to province. So I don't know all of the rules for all of the provinces and territories, but the idea is that there's still a place where regular jobs, family, everything else, and they still get a chance to go out and play there once or twice a week and win the club championship and go on to something. I kind of liken it to the RBC Scramble in golf, which is a similar idea, but our advantage is we don't have to have handicaps. Mm-hmm. That's too easy to cheat.
Welcome back to the second half of the men's semi-final at the Everest Curling Club Championships here from Barrie, Ontario. Brent Lang here, joined by 2022 Everest Club champion Greg Balsden, and we've got a tight match here, 2-1 Manitoba. Manitoba probably feeling a little bit disappointed that it's 2-1. They've had a couple of chances. Zach threw that last one well, but you can hear the energy ramp up as the playoffs near, and we're on Championship Sunday, so sometimes they try a little too hard to make the shot.
Normally when you miss in the playoffs, it's heavy.
It's true.
You get ramped up, and board turns into control, and back line turns into solid hack.
No doubt. So we'll see how they react here. They do have a 2-1 lead, and both teams playing extremely well. Next door, the Battle of Ontario. Northern Ontario made a good draw against 4 to get on the board, but they are trailing 4-1. Ontario rolling and has the hammer in the 5th, up 3. And Nova Scotia ladies are up 5-1 at the break on Manitoba. So Manitoba looking to get back in that one with the hammer in 5. And then the final semifinal here, Quebec versus PEI on the ladies' side. And looks like Quebec is up 1. PEI, they're up 4-3. PEI has the hammer here in 5. And there are a lot of guards. And looks like PEI is line 1 maybe, but lots of action over there. So we've got 4 games on our hands. We're going to have 4 more games, because even if you lose, you can't get out on Sunday. There's a bronze medal game, which, unless it was for the Olympic bronze medal, isn't all that attractive to me, but we'll see how the players think. My record in the Olympic bronze medal game is not awesome either, though, Ballsy, so I don't like that game either.
But to say you're 3rd in Canada,
it's cool, no doubt, no doubt. It's better than 4th.
Absolutely.
4th is pretty much the worst place to finish.
Just tough to get up for that game.
After, yeah, you know, especially when it's you got about a 60-minute break in between this and that. It's great. It's actually an advantage if you win the semi, and then you don't have a ton of time to think, ooh, this is the Canadian Championship I'm playing in. You know, the Canadian final, but the reverse is also true. You lose a heartbreak, and you're like, we're out, and then it's like, oh, we got to play for a bronze medal. That's not what I came for. But in any event, we're going to have 4 more games at, I don't know, 2 o'clock-ish. Let me check call my assistant here.
2 o'clock is
Siri,
the time.
2 o'clock, see?
No, you brought me here for a reason.
Right. Hey, I've been left on an island most of the week and making mistake after mistake. Should have heard the 1 draw. I didn't know the format. I didn't know it. Like, they had all the info on my iPad was wrong. They had the record wrong. I think I had Nova Scotia. Who was it? Saskatchewan. I had them out playing for Pride, and it's like, no, they're not 1 and 3. They're 2 and 2. I can only read what I can see. So anyway, back to the action here, and
Manitoba's got a tough shot here. They can either play a kind of board weight raise on their tight one that's overlapped, unfortunately, or board weight on these 2, which they're trying.
Chosen to chase the ones in the rings.
Tough shot. It's mostly buried.
Whoa! Whoa! Good whoa! Curl!
This is out there.
Early.
Curl!
You only gotta go.
Curl!
Hard, Jack. Come on.
Hard,
Jack.
Gonna catch a piece, but is it gonna kill anything? I don't know.
Yeah, get it out, Zach. Hard.
That needs to leave town.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Pretty good. That red one still stayed as open as it was before, but Quebec with a good chance here. Oh, imagine how good we would have been in our day, Ballsy, if we knew we could make rocks curl. We didn't know what we were doing.
Not at all. You had 2 guys slide sweeping on the left-hand side with hair brooms and wondered why your intern curled so much.
Right.
My outturn's so straight. My intern curls so much. I don't know what these 2 hair brooms on the same side are doing.
Unbelievable, eh? The common thought amongst at least most players I talk to at the slams and everything else is that sweeping is still far too effective. It's too much a part of the game now, and I mean, you see what's happening with, especially on the men's side. You look at these Italians and, you know, the Brett Gallants, and what happened to like sports for guys like you and I, Balls, you know, 5'8", 5'10", whatever, however tall we are.
165 pounds.
Well, I got you there, but.
Well, I'm not 165.
That's what I used to be. But yeah, it's become, I mean, it's become an Olympic sport, and it shows. You just look at the people playing on TV now, and it looks like they could play any sport, which is awesome for the game. But I think the sweeping, yeah, I don't know if any changes are coming, but it is extremely effective.
Great shot.
That is a good shot. Quebec still, though, with a chance to hit and roll away from there. Probably roll this one right to the side 12. They'd love that, and lie 2, and with the hammer, we got applause. Usually that means PI did something. They've got a real boisterous crowd here with them.
Rolling right to the side would almost force Manitoba to hit the open one and essentially give Quebec 2 here.
Yeah, or say we're going to push a few extra chips in, draw a round back 4 and see what happens. But risky in the 5th end when you're up 1, so this looks pretty good. Like perfect, I think. Oh, that rocketed off there. Will it hang? Yeah, that's perfect. And Manitoba wants to hit it, but really doesn't want to hit it because they know this is basically giving in to 2.
Absolutely.
Normal.
But it would be real ballsy to go
It
around
would be.
that. It curls enough to absolutely bury that around the red.
You could get on the tee line buried, yeah.
Back tee line would be just fine.
Work them for a little hit and roll, or maybe get a hit and roll out from Quebec, and then you could take on the draw.
Curl. Try and get a bit of a roll.
Nice shot.
Quebec can nose this. They could go around. They could freeze over here. They're going to hit and stay. I think that's the easiest way to keep this spread out.
With Vice first stones here, I think the hit's a good call.
I would agree
You could
with that.
definitely go for 3 later in the end.
Needs to hit and stay here.
Contrôle. Contrôle garde un peu. Clean.
Everything Stefan said in his bio, Greg, was that he feels like Glenn Howard out here. He's in his 50s and everybody else is in their 30s. Wayne and Rich called and said thank you. I don't think they were ever. I used to think Glenn was old when I started curling with him, and now I'm about 4 or 5 years older than he was when I started curling with him, so that hurts. Can't believe he played till he's into his 60s. That's out of my realm of possibility, I think. Bit of a chance here now because they rolled in. You could roll for shot back 4, and I'm sure that's what they're going to give a go.
Nosing waiting one more.
Getting close.
Jeez. Did he call you on?
Yeah, I was called on there.
Problem with that is now that if they make the roll,
He's
Quebec
lining
makes
it
the
up.
roll, they're looking at 3.
Vas-tu l'essayer? Faut vraiment qu'on aille plus par là si on le fait.
This would be
On va être
a
tapé.
line forcing Manitoba to make a very difficult freeze or
Contrôle.
difficult double
Oh,
run
même
back.
pas. Contrôle. C'est ça,
Well,
Swansea? Ouais.
It looks to me like they're talking about going under. Hit and roll right under the red. It would be, I think it would be above the tee line or maybe on the tee line. But like you said, Greg is going to make this, and you're going to make Team Manitoba feel uncomfortable and force them to a tough draw. But the problem is if they make that tough draw, you're going to be in tough for a deuce. So hitting and rolling away, I think you're going to get 2 almost all the time.
Un peu large.
Don't want to nose this, though.
Va l'autre bord.
Might want to keep this on straight.
Va laisser.
Yeah, that's a good result there.
That's fine.
Okay, Steph. Ball pitch.
So they were trying to roll under, but see them trying to sweep it to curl and then realizing we're just going to carve this right to the nose and leave a short roll. So let's roll away, make Zach's roll a little longer. But they have had 2 good looks at this shot.
Control weight.
Control, hit and roll right to the back of the button. Otherwise, probably going to give up 2 here.
Good control. Control. Whoa.
It's hard to hear out there. I mean, we hear them clear as day because they're mic'd up, but this is rolling out of the rings. Hangs on, but that was a good chance to go around, I would
Or
think.
you could even corner freeze to the open one. Just draw over there and take your 2 that way. But if you...
Yeah, right here would be real nice.
Right there would be...
On avait ça comme là. Si on est là, lui vient freeze, puis on vient pour 2.
If you could walk it down, you'd probably put it kind of right there where the freeze is not second shot.
Et là, c'est super bon, là.
But here is no good, because then probably you're going to see Manitoba try that, and that would take your end away. although it's high risk. I think it's worth a shot here. Team Quebec agrees.
On a de égal à la rouge jusqu'à un peu plus bas.
Yeah, something about the red one. That's all I got, rouge.
Right.
Pretty good, eh?
It's interesting if you'd want this in front of that red or behind. If it's in front, you can give the other team an opportunity to come around the whole thing and take the end away, but give up 3 real.
Yeah, very easily. I'll tell you where they don't want this one, and that's back button. Lots of room. La Place. Yeah. See, together we got like 3 or 4 French words. This looks just a lot of yelling. So if it's back tee, sweep it, and that's what they've decided. Want this back 12 now if you can. So it heads up. So it looks like a freeze on the back would be shot rock. He's going to play, they were tapping like just going to try and draw here. Wrong color. Let's make this legit. Right here.
It's
risky.
Same as I gave you on my first last end?
Yes. Yeah.
But there's plenty of room. Like we said earlier, he could get all the way behind the red.
Lost as you can.
Yep.
Lost as you can. Really just.
That's the key. It needs to be shot rock and not chaseable. But here we go. Both these skips play quick. I love it.
But it's pretty close.
Well, you can.
I've had a few, we don't need to name names, but one team basically ran out of time twice. We're just sprinting around. Neither of those games ended up well for them in the end. They're both close. This is getting real tight. Gotta go to get it by the one in the rings.
You gotta go!
Oh, this is short. It's not even second shot.
Draw for 3.
Draw for 3. Huge mistake from the Manitoba boys there. Didn't seem very concerned early about the weight, but
yes, sir.
same throw as his last one here, and Quebec's about to take a 2-point lead. You can see the looks on the Manitoba fellas' faces, and they're feeling like, man, what do we got to do here? Didn't seem like we were giving up 3.
Clean là, Dave. Clean là, Dave. Lève.
The miss there was a little bit
exactly.
Back one.
Even on the sweepers there, and there's plenty of blame to go around. But as a sweeper there, I'm thinking I can't leave this short. There's a lot of places that this can go heavy and be good. And don't think he's made any mistake here. We've got a big score of 3 points for Team Quebec. The fans are going wild here at the side. And they got a 2-point lead heading to the 6th end. We'll be back with all the action.
You make moments like these possible.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the game.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
Welcome back to 6th end action. Big momentum swing. Team Quebec
Got to stop to stay out.
putting a big 3 on the board, and this corner guard is sliding. Needs it to stop. Nobody moving. I don't know why we think that makes it stop, but nobody moves when it's heavy. You got to stop walking. You got to do it all.
Don't breathe on it.
Yeah, because that matters for some reason, but it does stop. And Manitoba looking for any way to score multiple here. A deuce would tie up the game. Quebec on the flip side would love to force the one, take hammer to 7. So well played game by both sides really, but like most curling games, it comes down to, as often as not, it comes down to a big miss, and that's what happened in the last end there. Zach's last draw, a chance to take the end away and just misjudged, or I don't know what happened there. They just didn't get it to the right spot. But like we talked about, Greg, that it was okay to oversweep that to the back one, overthrow it. It just couldn't be light.
I don't think so. I think it's just the way.
Absolutely. Nice couple of stones there from the back lead.
And throw another corner guard. I think that makes some sense.
Put it on the same side. I would agree with that.
Ontario,
so tight.
Ontario, Northern Ontario update. Jordan Keon drawing against 2. He was heavy on his first one, and looks like he's trying to match his stones. This is heavy too, trying to carve it to get to the nose of his first one.
Just gotta sit. Close, Jack. Close, Jack. Yeah, Jack.
Go ahead, Jack.
You got it, Jack. You gotta go.
Knife it over.
Go low.
Keep going.
Get over.
Don't know what happened. They're having a good look, but a good corner guard. The leads setting their teams up well in this game. I mean, like I said, everybody's playing quite well. Quebec's answer to double corners, double centers. They're doing it for us, Ballsy. This is going to be lots of action this end. Trying to guard shot rock, but fairly high. Make the double teal tough and close down that scoring area for Manitoba. A big 3-ender in the ladies' game. Manitoba bounces right back into the mix. Now they're down 5-4, playing 6. That's a good guard there. And this is probably their only chance to really open things up, and they're going to play a freeze. So we're going to have lots of rocks and play this end. And it was a steal of 1 for Northern Ontario next door, and I think they got the score.
4-2.
4-2. Ontario with the hammer playing 6, so still well in control.
I like it.
What a ladies semifinal. PEI looks like they've taken a 2 in the 5th to go up 5-4 on Quebec in a seesaw battle there. They go to the 6th end. Quebec hammer trailing by 1. This one's a little wide, fellas.
It's always Graham. Just through it.
But as long as the speed is good, which it is.
Yep.
Another good shot there.
Nice shot.
Quebec just needs to follow that down and get one in front of it. Yeah, right there. There is no shot on the intern side of the sheet because there's guards everywhere. No draw anyway.
With that yellow corner guard, it really blocks the intern path anywhere into the forefoot.
A little Shannon Burchard release there. Kind of straight, cocks it back and then spins it.
Saw that.
Right?
Always thought that was interesting.
Yeah, I just wondered how do you get to that, but she seems to make it work. I mean, it doesn't seem to. She does make it work. I think she's won like 5 Scotties maybe? 3 Scotties? 4? At least 4.
Yeah, she's a pretty good curler.
She's not bad.
Probably playing it easy into it.
So that did not line up properly. You can see the angles here, just that yellow's going nowhere good for Quebec. So similar shot that Josh made 2 ends ago. This one's even harder though. This one's a bit more buried. Need to get to the nose. Even if it gets to the nose and the shooter stays there, kills shot. Manitoba lies 1, but needs to get close to this guard.
The guard is very long.
Whoa! Close! Whoa! Curl!
Trying to curl it over here. This is by the guard by plenty.
Hard.
Yeah, great shot.
Great shot.
Weight saved the day. Perfect weight, it will curl. If he overthrew that, it wouldn't have. So do they take on this double now? You can see Graham trying to get this one curling.
This double is very thin.
Yeah, it would be easier to make it off the red and then out that way, but if you could see enough, but you can't really.
If they touch the red just a little bit, that will make the double easier, actually.
Yeah, that first one will be spinning like crazy.
Yeah.
Easy down.
It's a little tight.
Max trying to hold this one by the guard. This is going to wreck on the guard. And I agree, if you're treeing for Manitoba, you need to make a couple good ones here. Opportunity's knocking. You gotta answer the door.
Just an inch low, hey?
Could hit and roll right here. This one will go off there and roll over there, and that's now a square, but you could rely 3 in a row here.
Except you can make the slash double.
It's tough, though.
Line up the run triple.
Yeah, true. They'll be close together. They're going to go around the corner guard here.
It's
yeah, I think so.
Not a bad call.
No, I kind of like it.
Got a little light.
That top yellow biting the 8-foot is in a tough spot to remove.
Yeah, this has got a
keep your
curl.
shooter.
This is on the center guard.
They're tapping red.
This is on the nose. Like, this is tapping this to the button almost. Weight was pretty good. Unforced error there. Looks a little bit confused. Like, speed is pretty good and line's not really very close.
Tu veux-tu le réessayer? Pense que oui. On va sortir une.
Ouais.
So now, because this is open, I think you throw some speed. Tick it off there. It goes there that way. I think that's the easiest way to make this double. Because otherwise, thin here is super thin. That's going to jam more times than not.
I agree.
Easy up.
See what Stefan's got here.
A little tight again.
He's got it pretty thin.
Very thin.
It hit it perfect. He's just a little light.
Too slow on there.
Yellow's still shot.
Like you said, Brendan, if you hit that closer to the nose, comes with more speed, hits the red first.
You need a bit less.
And
yeah, a little less.
I think it would be easier. Just playing the draw again. Good hit and roll. Nothing wrong with the draw. It's just that's a tight hole. And if you wreck on this red one, you probably push it in for second shot. So we'll see if Jack can get this one online. And I think this is a hard shot that I'm not sure is necessary.
Line's good. Line's good. Go ahead. Whoa.
This needs to curl. This is
This
really needs to curl.
Curl.
It's curling now. Will it get there?
Get in there. Go.
Don't think it's second, but it sure is in a. Oh, it is second, I think. Actually, I changed my vote.
Second. Oh, we are? They were second.
celle-là. Ouais, juste quasiment en nose.
It's a hair light, but if he throws that any harder, I don't know that it curls enough. So closing down, there's not a lot of ways into the 4-foot now for either team. Quebec going to chase this one. Odds are the shooter's going to roll over here somewhere. Could kind of, if he hits about, probably about a third with board, might kill this one. Shooter roll over and bump this one up, maybe for shot. And then Manitoba would have to deal with it. Mission number 1, though, is get rid of that yellow. Yellow lies 2 with the hammer. First skip stone for Team Quebec in the 6th end of the Canadian Championship semi-final.
Max, essayez! Max! Yep! Yes!
This looks pretty good. They're freaking out, but it's lots of room.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Manitoba still lies 1.
Ça dure faire mieux. Ça dure faire mieux.
The PEI Quebec ladies game, they are almost a half end ahead, and they are looking like it's tied 5-5. PEI has the hammer in 7. So a tight one there coming down to the wire.
I think one just half is pretty normal there. Like 15. Probably close to what he just said.
Sticking with the draw.
That spot that dies before Hog on the way in.
I don't know, maybe these guys are just way better than me, but that hit and roll looks a lot easier. So same line basically that Jack had, right into the top 4-foot, and it would force Quebec into a really difficult shot against a potential 3. Really needs to be precise with the line here, though.
Don't want to touch that red too much.
This one's on a really good line. It's heavy, though. Okay, what are we thinking, Quebec? Are we hitting or are we drawing? You can hit this red one almost anywhere, and it's going to hit one of those. Might even get them both. I think that's probably where he's going to end up. But if you drew one right there, you would steal a point. That wouldn't help you right on his shoulder, but just pointing out the
again, if you like the draw,
again, I want my skip to say I love the draw, and
I love
me
the
too.
draw. Because now you can't kiss off the red too much either, because you could leave a double.
Because I don't speak French, I don't know what they're saying, but this run here, you could make that run double fairly often, and almost never are you going to miss both of these. Like the range of error is like more than half a rock. Hit that anywhere high, it's going to hit a yellow, but
you could actually hit the red one back off the one in the back button and roll on top of.
That's another option. It rolls right there. And if you hit that first one kind of thin, it's definitely possible to move them both. But Pierre says, no, I'm just going to win it right now. I'm just going to draw the button. And if this is made, I guess Manitoba will have to run this guy in somehow for multiples. But here we go. Final shot for Team Quebec. 6th end, they're up 2, but looking at possible 3.
Ça curl, Dave. Hard. Tout le long, Dave. Tout le long. Tout le long, tout le long. Hey, Dave! Tout le long, Dave. Hey, Dave! Tout le long, tout le long, tout le long, tout le long.
It's going to wreck a little, but
Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Nice.
Okay.
ends up with shot rock lost.
Yeah, that too.
Super, super thin double, but I don't see any other shot, so.
The in-turn through the hole pick could be there.
Yeah, that needs to be super thin to go out that way.
That's all he can see, so that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Sometimes you don't want to see too much.
Narrows your focus.
This one, though, is basically the same, actually. You got to hit nothing. Like, it's almost impossible to hit it too thin. Lots of times, this is what's going to happen. You're going to hit this one, come across, shoot her out there. This one's just going to drill your back yellow. Like, need to hit, like, less, like about an inch of this, maybe even less to stick it.
Almost nothing.
Yeah, if
a nice centimeter.
A nice centimeter. Play it to miss it. Here we go. Final rock, 6th end. Zach Wasylik with a huge shot here for Team Manitoba.
You're calling the sweep when you don't have anything of the rock.
I don't think so, boys.
Nope.
Steal of 1 for Quebec, and a 3-point lead going to 7 for La Belle Province. We'll come back with the 7th end action right after this.
cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to World Championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
Welcome back to the 7th end action, and Manitoba's got themselves in a hole here. Team Quebec up 3. Looking good to get to the semifinal, but if last night's draws taught me anything, it's don't count your wins until they're in the books.
Got a curl bet.
So we'll see if Manitoba can score a couple here, maybe even a 3.
Yeah, not really.
It's halfway.
Beside us, Team Ontario drawing
Nice shot.
for 3 and needs to
Didn't do much
slow
last time.
down.
No, that did what it's supposed to.
It's close.
I agree. It's at least 2. And Northern Ontario kicked the top one quick, so that's a good sign for Ontario. I think they're up 7-2, heading to 7. And really looking good for the semifinal. A big score of 3 for Nova Scotia over Manitoba on the ladies' side, to take an 8-4 lead into the 7th end. And looking good to punch their ticket to the finals. The PEI Quebec game tied at 5, playing 7. PEI with the hammer and hitting to lie 2 with no great guards. So PEI looking pretty good there. Good start. Quebec lead, Dave Olstorn's had himself a game. I don't recall any misses. If there have been, I missed it. And Graham, not really been outdone. He's put all his in pretty good spots too. But it's Skip's game, Greg, and I got to give the nod
Looks really heavy.
to Pierre at this point over Zach, just making the big shot when needed, including in the 6th end, getting one through the hole, chiseling right to the button, and Zach had an extremely difficult shot and just couldn't come up with the goods.
Front end's got to set you up, but unfortunately, points seem to be scored with the skip.
It's true. You want your best player at skip. If you don't have your best player at skip, you're doing it wrong.
Right.
Yeah. We always got the lineup right on our teams. That's one thing I can say with pride. We never had the lineup backwards.
What are you, a lead?
As much as Salva wanted the lineup backwards, we never did it. And Benny too. But no, that would just be stupid.
Let's go, Pete.
Go, go, go.
So another good one here. Trying to just fill up the middle, make it so that Manitoba has to deal with that. And those are 3 real good ones that if Manitoba wants to use the corner guards, they got to deal with what's going on in the center.
It's kind of a back 8.
These never work out.
They're calling the split here, and
they never work out, do
they never work out. Like most of the time, you're just tapping them in another, and you just stay on them.
I like just hitting it hard, kind of right on the nose. A little bit out turn side. You could spill all 3 of these, especially when you got a slide that looks like that. I'm going to just guess that Josh is a pretty good hitter.
Yes.
The Manitoba tuck, but
Hard.
Now, I know you don't want to hit too much when you're down by 3, but
you got the 2 corners, and as long as you hit and stay, you're going to make a double. And
Get the roll. Jack.
Go, Jack.
decent shot.
Yep.
Pushing that behind the T line. Or sorry, out of the rings.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Si on est capable de la garder au centre.
Time for Quebec to hit some yellows. The one in the rings is wants to probably hit. I think this would be good. Hit and roll right back over there. Oh, I don't know what that is. Looks like a musical note.
Sure.
I read French better than I read music, though, which isn't saying much.
Normal? Oh, il y a une ligne d'easy.
So normal. hit and roll to the center line. If you do peel it, it's fine. Even if he knows it, I don't think it's terrible. It's your rock, very tight. This has got a curl to stay.
Hard, pas de dommage en maison.
Okay.
Okay, Max.
Okay.
Didn't hurt him.
Oh, no harm there. I think Manitoba's straight come around now. Ignore the middle. He didn't hear me.
He didn't hear you.
The longer they play in the middle, the happier, the bigger Quebec's smile will get, I would think.
Put those corner guards up there for a reason. It's an easy double right now.
Yeah, like just go right here, or even over, probably over here, because this double goes that way. So if you're behind the tee line, it will never jam. You got to get one in there that they can't take out, and this is the hardest way to do it.
Looks like
you come around the corner, they're gonna peel the corner.
Exactly, and then maybe you can bump these around, or you go around the other corner.
And that's how you get your 3.
Yeah, we'll see though. I mean, a great shot here to create a pocket would be very helpful. But again, this is just super difficult.
Close shot.
Curl.
This is really close to perfect though.
Good shot.
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Pretty close to perfect, but not really that good, is it? Right on the nose would be good for Quebec. Got to be aware of this guy down in the scoreboard here. If you pick this clean, that's jammable. So the best result, oh, we're just going to peel the corner. Nothing wrong with this either, actually.
Easy.
There is no double on the Reds now. So actually, this is a good call.
I like this call.
Easy up.
Shaky.
Easy up.
Oh.
Looks good.
No trouble.
Pitch, Seth.
Yeah, perfect. Well done. So now they're going around. They do have a bit of a problem in the middle, though. It's going to take a couple shots to get rid of both Reds, and we're only on thirds first, so I do like this call. But Quebec's got to keep in mind that they can't get rid of both. At some point, they're going to say, you know what, I'm feeling like maybe I could guard this. We're not there yet, but see if Jack can get this one hidden behind the corner. Boys jumped it right away.
Line's good.
We might have to.
You got room now.
Wait's good.
They're not sure now.
Looks heavy.
Wait's really good. Wait's really good.
Got a curl.
Back 4.
Got a curl.
Curl.
Back 4. Yep.
Line's getting good here. I think this one's going to get buried without any trouble.
Leads them to double.
Double.
Shot.
Okay.
Double jam. But
I think that's one of those say it out loud and maybe I can trick them. Right?
Nice.
A little gamesmanship.
Nice.
Oh, don't leave him the double. I hope he plays the double.
Right.
Pretty good shot there. This one is chaseable, but again, jammable. They're playing this pretty nonchalant. How do you take this one out without jamming it? Across the top?
That's a great question. I think wrecking the corner guard rolling for a center sounds like a
really good.
Nice miss right now.
Pretty good setup here for Manitoba, but need to figure out how are we going to get rid of both those Reds in the middle.
It could curl enough to get to the nose of this.
Let's go, Dave.
Dave's got some work to do here.
He's sweeping.
Feather tick.
Roll for the center.
Okay.
Not horrible.
No, not that bad at all.
We're sitting 3-4 still.
Think.
Whoever knows the yellow.
Like, I think you just play easy weight, right?
Like with board.
Maybe.
Could do that.
Yeah.
The other shot I see is you could remove this guy through the hole, roll over here. But this is pretty good result, I think. He's just playing back 4 though. Still gonna have to remove some Reds soon. But he could lie kind of second, third, third, fourth, and fifth here, and there won't be any easy doubles.
Looks good.
Back 4. Easy.
I think he has to remember here, yeah, you want 3, but don't try so hard for 3, you get forced to 1. 2 gives you a chance.
Just do it.
Absolutely.
One's not a very good chance, so.
Curl.
He's setting himself up for a big shot. Get some.
He's pretty good.
Parce que les angles sont pas bons à date pour lui, là.
Hitting the side one rolling to the back of the forefoot would be
That'd be a good shot, wouldn't it?
interesting.
His first gut reaction was hit this red one hard into there, but then I think it just spins through the hole. And then they come down and bump freeze again, and you might have a bit of a problem.
Yes.
That would be good, I think. Even if you nosed it, would that be bad? They might play that. They might play this double then.
Yes.
Si on pogne une demi, on jump dans 5. Si jamais on pogne un peu mince, on a des chances de
Yeah, and if the side button red doesn't get
this guy,
if that one doesn't get moved,
it's hard to remove, isn't
you're
it?
gonna have a trouble removing anything.
See what Pierre's got up his sleeve here. Playing the hit and roll to the forefoot.
Je trouve ça un peu risqué d'y laisser de la maison.
On verra sa deuxième peut-être.
Need to overcurl this and jam it on the back one.
Can't do that. That's not a good result. They are taking tight ice, but this has been the straightest spot on this sheet all week. Most hits are missed here on the wide side. But he's got, he's throwing it pretty hard too. Ice is in the center of the rock.
Easy. Dave, rush.
Trying to get Dave to work this one. Looks like nose at best. So there is that double. They look excited, so let's give them this one. Let's pretend this one and this one are gone, and there's a yellow one right here. How does Quebec get rid of any yellows?
Gonna have to hit their yellow and the red in the top 8 and try to catch them both.
Plant it or tick bang?
Tick bang, yeah.
Try and play to touch
Which is real tough because it's thin on that first yellow you're hitting.
I like the out turn. Yeah. Maybe even less. Like really
If there's
running
a way
here.
to miss that yellow and hit the yellow in the top 4 and remove your own red, Manitoba will be drawing for 4.
Peel weight, half rock. Yep.
So we got action, is what you're saying?
We got action.
Okay.
I'm way ahead of myself.
Right?
Way ahead.
Half a rock here. Lie probably second, third, and fourth, and at least make Quebec uncomfortable. But need a big shot here from Zach. This will never curl. It will never curl, guys. It's a little thick. That's got to get out of the 8-foot. That's got to get out of the 8-foot. Oof.
That's really good. Too bad I didn't move another inch.
They talked about how straight it was, but then they swept it anyway. Need to have a look. First glance, it looked pretty good. So what's their shot for 3 right now?
I only see a shot for 2 because you hit the yellow back onto the yellow.
This is going to jam,
and that's
probably,
going to
right?
jam right there.
So
you got to get 2 in all of the forefoot, and I don't. Because you see that because the side yellow, the one on the left-hand side,
this guy,
that guy will be removed.
So
the run back.
And Quebec's up 3, so everything in them is saying we got to hit something.
And I would not hit something.
I'm not sure that there's a great hit here.
If they play that red one and it can go by that top yellow,
if you can tick this one,
you can tick that one. Oh my!
Easy. He's geez. He's playing this straight back onto this one, which is a millimeter away from doing exactly what Greg said.
I don't think it's there, but if it is, I would not be, even if it was, if the shot was there, I would not be playing the shot.
You're probably always going to kill this one, but I think you can tick the top one. The middle one, rather. I think there's room. It's, this one's not on center, this one's over center, so just a millimeter high. Yeah, there you got a good angle. He can hit this wrong.
Easy. Yep. Whoa.
Sticking to his routine of getting in the hack and letting it fire.
Whoa. There, Dave.
Oh, God.
Fuck.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Tabernacle.
No, no.
Oh! That was close to a tabernacle, I'm not going to lie to you. Ended up pretty damn good, though. It's a tough deuce.
Oh, man.
That's not swearing, that was French. Nobody knows what I said. We're on the internet. We can do whatever we want, can't we?
You ought to.
I thought we were in the nest. I thought we were in a safe space.
What am I trying? Low, like I think inch low is what stops.
So this one,
I think you have to hit it like here.
this is tricky.
Probably try and get like
This red one jams
like
right
this,
there.
I think I'm trying to do this. Like I think
Yeah?
this is our 2.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I think that's the way you make
it's
it, right?
dragging that
I don't think that's, I think that makes it worse.
Half.
I think you
Yeah,
have to
half
hammer
really
it on
hard.
the nose and hope it drags.
That's
I don't know.
Yeah, I hope it goes this way, like down.
I don't think so.
It just looks like one that's not going anywhere but dead nut. So what about a hack weight hit and roll to the side of the forefoot here? Can you roll enough for the forefoot?
Like I'm not trying to dead stuff it.
I like trying
dead
that.
Stuff the reds
Yeah.
against each other. Like what are you doing?
Maybe it just kind of pushes to the middle of the you know, kind of half in the forefoot, and you hopefully
The only
catch
other
half of the
option is
forefoot
draw
on
for
the
one.
top side.
Right.
Like-
Maybe a little spin in at the end.
Yeah.
Where's that Nicodine 12 rotations?
Right. Here we go. So Zach's trying to,
Plant the double. Real close.
he's really close.
I think he's got it.
Come on. So close.
Oh, missed it light.
One yellow.
Hell of a try, but that just wasn't quite there. And we got 1 yellow. Quebec taking a 2-point lead to the last end with the hammer. Manitoba got their work cut out for them. We'll be right back after this.
Curling means so much to our family. Obviously, it's a big part of our life. Isabella always says that she wants to be an Olympic champion curler when she grows up, which just melts my heart. But it also has shown them that if you work hard, anything is possible. If I was to ask them if they wanted to chase a dream, they believe that anything is possible as long as they put the work in, and it's because of watching us on the ice.
Everest is here to support you in the moments that matter. Learn how at everestfuneral.ca.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
Welcome back to the 8th end of the semifinals at the Everest Curling Club Championships, and Quebec in firm control of this game, up 2 points with the hammer. A great effort there by Zach Wasylik, but just, I guess he could have made it if he just had to throw it harder, but that was coming pretty hard. And now need a bit of a miracle here, but we've seen a lot of craziness. And speaking of craziness, an update for you. Nova Scotia was up 4 playing 7. Manitoba just decided to hang 4 and tie it up. So it's 8-8 coming home, but the first guard of the end slides into the rings. Who knows what's going to happen next? We've had some wild finishes, lots of great games this week, as it should be in a Canadian Championship. Other game there, the ladies' side, PEI with the deuce in 7. Up 2 coming home without the hammer, but Quebec currently hitting to lie 2. And I would say 3 is possible. On our sheet,
No, just leave this.
Graham trying to hit the center line twice for the no tick. That one doesn't get to center, so it is available for the tick.
Back line. Right. Même pas que t'as lancé.
And Dave missed his first shot of the game. Played the come around on his first, and it's heavy. Throws it through, but
Ouais.
Faut pas pogner elle.
Non, je sais, c'est pas grave. Si on la pogne, ça sera brûlé. C'est pas grave.
Ontario boys excited to see their old Skip. Stay focused out there.
Come on, boys. There's a game to play.
You're up, but it's not over. So chip shot here.
Max!
Dave Olstron trying to get this one over there. Weight looks good.
Looking good. Get that shooter. Oh, in the rings. Why not?
Very nice. Dave had himself a game.
What a game. Since I sat down, he has not missed.
Didn't really miss anything. So another guard coming from Manitoba. And then we'll see Quebec switch to peel mode. So throw a guard here. If they don't make, even if they don't make any double peels, they should have an open hit for the win.
Line's good.
As long as they don't miss any.
Looks like it needs to stop. It's good. Oh! It's got it. It's really got to stop the line.
Just need to get the speed right here.
Good shot.
Good shot. So Quebec going to peel mode.
A little bit of angle there for the double peel.
Sure, the other option is play it on this side and get your shooter over to that one, because that one is going to be one that Manitoba eventually goes around, I would think.
Hard!
Manitoba wants to do anything they can. This one's curling.
Just hook that a bit.
This one's sticking. Got the double though, so no harm. Manitoba needs to find a way to lie 3. That's your best chance of stealing 2 and have Quebec hit and roll out on their last one. I told them to pay attention. They gave up 3.
So Jordan, just missed that last shot as soon as he saw me.
See? Yeah. Wow, that's intimidating to see the old champ up in the house. Trying to replace you. Impossible, Greg.
They are 1 up with coming home in the 8th.
Go ahead.
Still looking pretty good. Another guard here from Manitoba. Soon they got to get them in the rings, but not yet. Need some separation. Don't want to leave any easy double peels or this game will be all but in the books. Yeah, good shot there, and Quebec take on that same peel.
Let's go.
Double peel Mike Jam in the house.
Like a straighter throw that time.
Yep.
Zaponska, I think, yes. I know that one too.
That's right.
So good shot there. And like I said, the single peels should do the trick for Quebec. Eventually, and maybe now, I would almost go around the corner. They're going to peel the center into it. So yeah, go around the center, then around the corner. They're right.
You got it.
Maybe you can get 2 behind the corner. Lie 3 somehow. This one's made. They're going to peel the center. Then you're probably going to go around the corner. They're going to hit in the middle. You go around the corner again, and hopefully they peel and you hit in lie 3. Did I do the math right? Does that work?
I think so. That sounds good.
I think we're close.
If they hit and stay on the one in the center, he'll have to make a double.
Line's good.
Very true.
To lie 3.
Which they would take that right now. Need to get this one buried first.
Graham's rock. Top 4, Graham's rock. Go ahead. Yeah, make it good. Keep going.
Trying to get this one buried. Needs to go right across the center. Doesn't matter if it's behind the tee. Stays open, and Quebec will probably just chase that one. I don't need to nose it. Just make it go away.
If they roll behind the corner, that just leaves something to Freeves.
Yeah, exactly. I think you just want to peel this one out. Nose would be fine. Just risk kind of feather ticking the guard, and that's not worth the risk when you're up 2. Skip throwing 3rd stones here. Stéphane Brabant. Looks like he's got it on line.
He's got contact.
That's a good result.
if that. Like,
Now they're out of shots though. The math doesn't work as well anymore. Go around, they peel the center. You go around the center and they hit and stay. Might lie two, and then a double to lie two leaves an open hit. The math is starting to really stack up against Manitoba here.
Really rip that center one, right?
Yeah.
Put one there.
I don't know.
They're gonna give you the same. You just
I think this is a good call, actually. Go around here. Maybe they'll peel. I think they'll still peel the center into the side one. And if they don't make the double, you go around again. And this is the way to lie three. Whereas if you go around the center and they peel the center, then you go around the corner, they're just going to hit the one in the forefoot and lie two, probably. And you can never lie three. So
I think at this point they would need a miss from Quebec to line three.
They're going to need some help.
Go ahead. Just needs reverse. Go. Right back. Go.
It's going to be shot.
Shot rock's important.
Yeah. Got to be mostly buried. There's a good look at it. It's pretty buried. So this is how they could end up line three, is if this double's not made, you can whip another one around the corner guard. Lie two buried. But here's a chance to win the game right here. Steph can make this double. This has got a curl. I think he's just going to get the one across the top, and
Nice.
we're not lights out just yet for Manitoba. If we can freeze one in there.
Right here. I don't really care about saying two, if I'm going to be honest.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah, I know. That's probably a good point.
You have to sit two here.
Yeah. Now you bury your reps.
If we're 2 or 2, I'm not too concerned about it.
just get it in front of it.
Maybe even.
If you're not second shot, I don't think they're going to peel. I think you might just draw the 8-foot over here, and that would be that.
I think so too. Moving quick.
I think weight's the same here.
Okay.
Need to steal two, so let's not think about what the tolerance is. We need to make this. You need to draw right there. Lie two buried.
15 second. Let's just kind of lock it down in there.
Yeah.
First skip stone. Zach Wasylik. Manitoba, life on the line.
Looks okay. I'd like to go.
Go ahead then. Line's good. You can go.
Wait's good.
You got a bit of room.
Wait's good.
You got room.
This is a lot of room.
Whoa.
This is a ton of room. This needs to curl.
Go, Josh. Might have to go. Might have to go, Josh. Go, Josh.
Starting to curl, though.
Oh,
they losing this?
Something.
Oh, it did pick.
That picked.
Come on, man. It was perfect.
I don't know that that's accurate. I wasn't going to curl enough, I don't think, fellas. I know. This just takes a hard turn. We got handshakes. I assume that means PEI won. Taking down Team Quebec, and PEI are our first finalists on the ladies' side. They were waiting to see who wins in an 8-8 tie between Nova Scotia and Manitoba. They're down to skip rocks. Nova Scotia on their first one is throwing a draw around double center guards with the hammer. So he's chasing this. This looks impossible.
Bumper up.
I think I would draw over here somewhere. Draw the 8-foot like right there, anywhere over on this side of the sheet, and then you're going to hear Velcro, but make this disappear and you'll have an, oh boy.
Yep.
Got this one curling. I wonder if he did that on purpose, a little softy to make the chase a little easier.
You can only see a quarter of this rock.
No. Oh, come on.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Nose hit, and you're going to have to throw. They're definitely not going to draw against 3, so he's going to have to make a hit and roll or something. Right on the nose here for Manitoba, and like I said, flying 3 was their goal all along, and they're going to need some help right beside us just to keep the madness going. Ontario knows the peel up 1 with, and now Northern Ontario's lying 2. Are you switching gears? I think you're probably playing a draw here on your 3rd second, up 1 with the hammer, which is going to go against every ounce of being in your body. Welcome to the show, Greg. This is par for the course.
Tough to watch.
Watching sucks when you care about the people you're watching, I can tell you that.
Right.
Unfortunate. Rolls in there, and you can see the guys are upset because now it's a nose hit.
Timeout is called.
Bumper.
It's a nice straight spot to throw a hit to. Just throw nice bumper weight, and it will never take off. A lot of conversation. As a front ender, we should be at the other end on an open hit, I think. What do you think, Greg?
Sure. Talking about throwing bumper weight at this. But I also, unless they're short on time, I wouldn't have called even a timeout on this. Just to, it's like freezing the kicker, icing the kicker. As
they do, yeah, it's true, icing yourself. But they do have a coach, Joel Sabran's here. Canada Cup winner with Team Jennifer Jones when Jill was off on mat leave.
Ontario's thrown a hack weight hit on Shot Rock, and that is getting very close to the center guard. Oh, it's a nice shot. And
I would have thought that open peel was easier than that, but he made that one and missed the peel. That's curling, fellas.
Well, you know, if you wreck the guard, it's like the peel.
Right.
Right. Just don't miss that wide.
So we've got an open hit for the win, but Manitoba lying 3, needing 2. We've got more handshakes. I think Nova Scotia's draw stopped in time, and they're hugging it out. So.
Sorry, I do stand corrected with the timeout.
They don't have much.
They do not.
40 seconds left, so plenty now. But
yeah.
Nova Scotia ladies are going to take on Prince Edward Island in the gold medal game of the Canadian Championship at 2 o'clock today. Looks like that draw stopped like by an inch or two.
This needs to curl a bit.
Max working it. Oh boy, we got extra time here, folks. Unbelievable. Oh my God, that might not leave the town. Oh. What just happened?
Well, you said it was straight, Brent.
I did, and that's a tough one for Team Quebec. A well-played game, and they're going to give up a steal of 3, and Manitoba's going to the final. Merry Christmas to Manitoba. We'll be back at 2 o'clock to cover the action.